Hello and welcome to this part of the pond where it's the bullfrog, and I just watched Dune Part 2 the other day. The story continues from Dune Part 1.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Tensions on Arrakis are building up. Everyone thinks Paul Atreides is dead, but yet the Fremen, the natives of Arrakis, are doing an uprising and winning each of these battles. The Harkonnens are trying to understand, how is this possible? The Emperor of the Galaxy, who is being played by Christopher Walken, thank you, is curious himself to know why is this happening. But he has an idea he thinks could solve the problem, bringing in the second nephew of Baron Harkonnen. But little do they know, Paul is alive, and he is now getting all of his sources together to deliver one final blow. Is it going to happen? Watch the movie, find out. But that's the gist. But now, let's see how the movie goes. And with a pawn shot, we begin with the cons first. Honestly, I feel like there's only 2 cons for this whole movie. Only 2.
Yeah, not bad.
And both of them can revolve around the book, because Dune is based off of a book.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
And in the book, the character Baron Harkonnen, he is intimidating. He is terrifying. But in the movie, he's not that scary. They took a lot of his evilness and a lot of his words to other characters. The Baron is not as strong. He got his wings clipped, in my opinion, for the movie. So that's one of my biggest flaws for the movie. So that gives it leeway. The second problem, you can tell only one character is resisting the book. I won't say who, because know the book or not, once you see this movie, you can tell who isn't following the book. And it's a little grinding because you can tell this character is mostly meant for the modern audience. Which really dampened the mood at the ending, because it's like, really, you could have, if you followed the book, this would have been a really uplifting spot, or a spot where you can see tension's gonna come. But no, they went this modern route, and it rubs salt in the wound. But that's the only problems. Those 2. Everything else is a pro. The acting is great. The characters are good. The graphics are amazing. Yes, I know CGI was involved. But yeah, at the same time, I'm going, how did they do that? Really, how did they do that? This character went from floating to walking at ease. It seemed too flawless. It seemed real. The sets felt real. I honestly thought this was on site. It could have been. And when they showed a set, it looked believable. It looked artistic. It looked like someone made this because of culture that was on this planet. Everything was great. Everything was perfect. And characters that translated from paper to screen were flawless. Mainly Stilgar and Gurney. Those 2 are my favorite characters in the book. And those 2 were perfect. They added on to them. They gave them words that were written from today, not from the book. And yet, I still felt this was the character. Brilliant. So, what would I rate this movie? Honestly, I need to see it one more time. So, give me a moment. After seeing the movie a second time and having a discussion with my sister and my brother-in-law, I've come to the decision. Dune Part 2 is a 6 out of 7.
Yeah!
So, yeah, it took a while for this one. I know. But she's done. I'm done. Whew. But until next time, this is the Bullfrog signing out.
I'm here. It's been a while since you've had one of those nightmares. Tell me.
All right. Only don't be frightened.